Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be getting some crafting done, getting ourselves into the applied Energistics stuff. So, I hope you guys are ready. So today I'm going to be back on the grind, and when I say grind, I really do mean it. Well, I didn't realize I had another hand crank down here. I've got to, do exactly what you think. Get into blood magic, and, well, start adding more health to the pool. And of course, we have to use this because I don't drop health very quickly. So this is going to be the best way to do that. As you can see, drop that down and hopefully build up enough. So the reason I'm doing this, well, I almost killed myself there, is because I need a luminous crafting table. This is going to require reinforced slates. And as you can see, this is the tier 2 version, requiring 3,000 LP per slate. So not too hard to get, and we should actually have enough right here to do this. So I'll place one in, let it transform, and then keep going from there, right? That's pretty much all we're gonna have to do. Do I have gold? I have plenty, I have a good amount of gold. We probably make some golden apples. I think golden carrots would be much better, but I'm gonna make a couple of golden apples for right now, because golden apples you can actually eat regardless of if you have full saturation or not. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, look at that. There we go. We get absorption, and then we can keep kind of going at this. Yeah. And as you can see, there we go. We have one reinforced slate. All I got to get is really one more. And to get this Ender Crafter, which is what I'm going for, as you can see, we are going to need Ender Alloy, which we already figured out how to get that. But we also need this, which is going to be Ender Pearls and Ender Biotite in order to make this. And there's also, of course, the other thing that this is used, that uses this from extended crafting. And that is the Ender Alternator. So we're going to need some of that as well. And all of this is going to be used for some crafting recipes, as you can see right here, like an Ender Star. There's Enhanced Ender. Also, we're working our way towards the NASA workbench. Yeah, so as you can see, we're also going to need to get into applied Energistics, which isn't too bad. I think we have literally everything we need for this. We just need the stuff from applied Energistics, which honestly, we should be working towards anyways. Look at that. We already have this. By the way, looks like I have to open back up the Abyssalcraft stuff and rebuild my platform because, yeah, I did take that platform down as we weren't really using it. So just in case you didn't remember how this works, shift right click, and now we have all of the stuff we need. So all I've got to do is kind of set this up, get all of the aquamarine in here. We have 2 reinforced slates that need to go in here. And then last but not least, I think it was 2 pieces of marble. And that's pretty much it. If we take a look here at the recipe, yeah, 2 pieces of marble and a crafting table in the center. And then shift right click, and that's going to get us our table. That's super simple. We've done this before. And yeah, so this is pretty much a temporary setup. Like, I'm going to leave this here for right now. Hopefully I didn't catch anything on fire. And there we go. There's our crafting table. Yeah, I think this isn't a nasty process. The nasty process is charging your Necronomicon. That's where this thing can get pretty bad. But as of right now, I think we have just about everything we need. All I got to do is continue making some of this. So Ender Pearls, which I do need to go grab some more from the end, and I might use a little bit of something to do that. So we could probably go after Enderman a little bit easier now that we have a mob crusher. So let's grab a mob crusher. We're also going to need our generator. And then we're also going to need probably I don't really need a way to extract anything. I think this is just going to be good on its own. And I already have an upgrade in there. So really we just need to have some power, and let's go get some Ender Pearls. This should be actually pretty easy to do. So long as I don't jump off the edge without putting my mantle on. That almost happened. So let's go ahead and set this up. This actually should be pretty simple. We can see the bounds here. Oh, did I forget my upgrade? I did forget my upgrade. I'm going to have to go grab that. I'll be right back. So now that I have my range upgrade, now we should be fine after going all the way back to get that. Yeah, and as you can see, that already killed the Endermen. They're already dying. Our range is pretty big, so if I stand here, I should be able to pretty much just stare at Endermen. They'll come in the area and just get killed. Yeah. It's loud, but it works. And early on, this is a pretty simple way to do this. Look at that. I mean, maybe just standing close to this and just kind of keeping an eye out. Look at that. We could build like an area that'll prevent them from actually hitting me if I was super worried about that, but this will give me the ender pearls I want. So not 100% concerned by that. So getting ourselves this set up should be pretty good. I think this I'll actually reach. Let's put our upgrade in, hurry up and get our power on. There we go. That should be powering that, and our range should be, yeah, totally big enough. Actually, we can probably get our mobs over here and see if these guys even want to come play. Look at that. All we gotta do is just kind of chill out. Even these guys get destroyed. For some reason, this guy's not. Don't know why. But I'll go ahead and take him out. All right, so this should work fine. We need to be pretty close to this. I was thinking, let's go ahead and just block this off so I don't take any damage, while I kind of just wait for these guys to spawn. Yeah, they're gonna just die pretty much as soon as they spawn, for the most part. I can even do this. Just make sure. Well, that guy seems to be a little bit off, but there we go. How far does this reach? Oh, it just needs to go down one block. Could probably do that. Let's go ahead and knock this down. I mean, they do like to fly up, so that is a thing. Let's get away from this guy. Ow. Man, it is really rough in this dimension. I'm not gonna lie there. Let's grab that. Definitely don't want to lose this thing. There we go. Throw some power on it. Put our upgrade in. And good. Okay. Woo. Alright, that should be a decent way of getting some blaze powder. So all I gotta do is kind of just AFK and just let things happen, and we should be good. Now, for a lot of things regarding blaze powder, we're probably gonna need, yeah, some blaze rods. So to get blaze rods, we just use a rod press, and we press this blaze into a rod. Yeah, but we're also gonna need all of these ender pearls and this raw blaze anyways. So I'm gonna combine this all up, throw everything here into my furnace, and because there's nothing really loaded right now, it should be nice and easy for us to do so. So these two materials, we need the biotite, of course. I did grab a little bit of that. We're gonna need blaze, and also all of the ender pearls that we have, and turn those all into eyes of ender, because these two materials here, well, one requires ender pearls, one requires regular, right? The regular ender pearl is going to get us our ender alloy, and then the enhanced is going to be the eyes of ender. So I can go ahead and take the chorus fruit, and I'm going to go ahead and combine that with the eyes of ender, get those processed so we have them. And next, I guess I'll do the biotite and regular ender pearls. As far as getting into applied energistics go, we're going to need some sticky pistons, but also we're going to need some flux crystal, or flux crystal, not flux crystal. Now, flux crystal is going to be nether quartz, charged certus quartz, and redstone dust. That's pretty simple, and that goes into water. So just regular quartz. We can go ahead and grab some of that. Let's go ahead and just do a stack of each if we can. Actually, we only have 36 charged certus quartz, so I'm going to utilize what charged we do have and put that to use. As far as redstone goes, we have plenty of that, and a bucket should suffice for us, as we're just going to need to grab some water real quick. And might as well grab it from our infinite water source, right? Or at least, or can we do that? I don't actually know. Can we say, I want a bucket of water? No, I can't. Can I pump it out of here? No, I can't. All right, well, we're just going to grab a random thing of water. Eventually, I'm going to set up a pipe. We just need to set up a regular container so that way it can fill that up and we can grab it at any time. Anyways, so pretty simple here. All we got to do is not mine into the... Well, you know what? It doesn't Yeah, the item fell down through there. We probably shouldn't do it there. Of course, I did mine the one spot that I shouldn't have mined. Let's go ahead and just mine, I don't know, this area. How about that? That should work. Drop our bucket of water, and we're going to throw all of these items in. Of course, you can hold down Shift, or hold down Control and Q to do that, to drop all those items. And there we go. This right here is our Fluix crystal. We're going to get 2 times the amount of resources that we threw in there. That's why we ended up with as much as we have. So that's very simple. That's a like basic applied energistics, right? So for the inscriber, that's just about it. I think we have the ability to make pistons. So of course, inscribers, just, yeah, piston, very simple. Let's throw that there. Make them sticky with some slime, because we have tons of that. And there we go, we have an inscriber. Now, to make these, as you can see, it's going to be a little bit different. We need to get into the assembler. And for this, we need the drill assembly. So I am going to have to buy that with 8. I don't know. Let's see. I think I have actually some just setting in there. Don't I? Well, I'm going to request some more. I can go ahead and throw some stabilize. I think I have... Yeah, I have several ready to go. So let's just go ahead and throw some stabilize in here. It's only... Yeah, we're only generating more. And then after this process is done, we should be able to request the drill. There we go. I'm going to place an order for that while that order is going on. And that should be good. Once we get our drill, all we got to do is just throw it into our assembler over here, since we have all the parts for it, and get ourselves all the different parts for our inscriber. This is going to get us into refined storage and or applied energistics. Both of those two, I don't know which one's going to be easier to get into. Refined storage is going to be kind of awkward because you're using applied energistics things. Simple storage is still great. Like, I think there's even some automation stuff that we can do with it that I've not really experimented with before, so that'll be kind of fun. So I went ahead and made this thing called the power adapter. It was something that's listed right here. I wonder if this is going to work in place of the one from, or at least the one that transfers power from applied energistics, the energy acceptor. Like, this is really easy to make, but I was wondering, like, does this work? So I figured I would go ahead and try it out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. So this is going to be a block of purpur. This is going to be a pearl block. All of this stuff I think we have. This is a block of biotite. Yeah, all this stuff we have goes in the assembler. That's fairly simple, right? So pearl. Do I? Oh, I don't know if I have enough. I don't have enough for a pearl block, do I? Unless it's made like that. Nope. Okay, so I don't have enough for a pearl block, but I do have enough for a biotite block. At least I think so. I need to check and see what it even takes to get these things into a pearl. Oh, so a pearl block is just surrounded by instone, right? And that's 8. We only have 6. And then this is made simply by doing this. That's a block of biotite. And then this was purpur, right? Purpur. I think I grabbed some. Yeah. Look at that. Super simple. So all we got to do is throw that over here. And that will at least get our assembler started. So right here is our program. So let's go ahead and swap our program out. And then I'm going to, for example, put a block purpur in here. Will that work? Okay, so it detected it. I'm also going to throw the block of biotite. That should pull out of here, do the thing that it needs to do with our drill. I think the drill's in the right place. And then export out of here. I think another option is we might put the IO unit over here in the drill next to the plate. I don't know if that matters. I don't know. We're going to find out. If this doesn't work, if it doesn't reach over here to work on it, that might be something that we need to fix. I do love this animation. It is super slick. All right. It docked. And our drill's not doing anything. So yeah, I think what the deal is that we're still figuring out how to set this thing up. Let's move this and this. We'll put the IO here, and we'll put the drill here. There we go. So yeah, I guess the laser and the drill need to be next to the platform in order for it to function. That makes sense. And this looks a little bit neater, I guess. And there we go. It's going to drill. How cool looking is that? It's pretty neat, in my opinion. And yeah, drill down. There we go. And right there, we have one of our inscribers. Very cool. So down here, our inscribers are done, at least the ones we can get as of right now. I still got to go to the end and get some more of those pearls. But I want to try this. So let's go ahead and try that adapter. Let's hook this up here. Power. It doesn't look like it's receiving power. Input, output. Okay. Power. Is this going to work? That should send power. This should receive power. It may or may not. Let's see. Silicon. And then we'll drop that in. Nothing. So I might be doing this wrong. I don't exactly know how this power adapter works. I have no idea. But it looks like I'm going to be going back to the old school. Applied Energistics. Energy acceptor. Yep. For this, I'm going to need glass, and I'm going to need a little bit of nether quartz. So glass, and looks like we are combining this as well over in the arc furnace. Man, the arc furnace is really becoming a super, like, I don't know, really useful tool, right? I didn't realize it was going to be this useful, but we're using the far out of it. Look at this. I mean, pretty much every craft requires it. Okay, so this will get us the energy acceptor. So we'll drop in right here, grab it up. There's our energy acceptor. And all we got to do is plop that right here. And then that should, well, you know what? Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize this. I didn't realize it. Let's see. What was that? What was that called again? It was called a power. Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's a coal generator, right? So I'm gonna need a little bit of coal. I am running low on coal. I think we need to go grab some more of that. That'd be nice. Yeah, I didn't have any fuel in here. That's probably the issue. Yes, now it's working. So yeah, this adapter definitely does work. Okay. We'll just save the energy acceptor for later then, I guess. I don't know. Because this does seem to be working, and it's kind of cool to be able to use this. Now, I want to see if this works. I think placing a hopper in the face works for the middle slot. And then right here is the bottom, which should be able to be pulled out just like so. So us doing this and us throwing this in here should somewhat automate this, right? So when that's done, it's not pulling out of there. Interesting. But it is storing in there, which is new to me. I don't remember it storing items like this. Because I know you can only put one in at a time, as you can see. But it's actually storing the items. I have a feeling that I should be able to pull that out. Maybe I can pull out from the face. That's probably what I actually need to do. I wonder if the hopper, like the omnidirectional hopper and the wrench would work for this. I bet it would. So let's grab a chest and let's go ahead and try and get this set up as like almost as simple as we can. I'm going to try and put a hopper right here. Why am I using this? I can just use an axe. Let's put a regular hopper here, right? That's going to send this in. And then we'll use an omnidirectional hopper and place this opposite of that. How do you rotate this around? So you connect it to the object, right? And then you can rotate it like that. Awesome. And that's pulling it out. So there we go. The inscriber automated. Somewhat automated. It'll get the job done, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and make the Ender Crafter. That's what we were kind of after this whole time. And extended crafting. We'll also go over here and we should be able to grab a couple of these. I recommend like as many as you can make. So for me, that is going to be 6, which is honestly perfect. That's a perfect amount. That will get the job done. And what? We should just add it to the rest of our system here, right? Let's go ahead and do that. So for this, I mean, it's just as simple as placing these down like this. I believe that will work, or you could even throw these on the other side if you so please. So like, we can throw them here, and throw another set here, and this should all work. Let's see, what all can we craft right now? So not much. We can upgrade and make these, which I don't really know exactly what those are used for. Really, the main thing is going to be making this, and I don't know. Oh, that's right. Here's another solution, or another problem that we have to go through. We don't have access to diamonds yet. So to get diamonds, which I think is found on the moon potentially, if I was doing this, I think that's where I'd want them. But the heavy-duty plate, this acts as a diamond. To make this, we're gonna need these. So Ender Alloy Advanced, that's gonna require shulker, end rods, purpur. All of this to make the advance, so 2 of those. A Soul Forge Steel Anvil. Okay, that's going to require a bunch of stuff, and that's pretty much it. So the Soul Forge Steel Anvil, that requires us to be able to get Soul Forge Steel, and that requires a Soul Urn, Coal Dust. Yeah, that's a few things. Okay, so an urn, let's see. Do I still have the urn right here? I do have the unfired urn. So making Soul Forge Steel kind of has its own thing that you have to do. For one, we need to kick this back on, get ourselves the block placed on here, and get our redstone torch set back up. So that way we can get ourselves the stoked flame. Place an urn that you make with the clay on here. And that will turn into a fired urn, or a regular urn. And then this is where things are going to get a little fun. We need to break down this and replace it with our other tool that could go here. Oh, there's so much stuff that I need to do. Better with mods, right? Right here, filtered hopper. And then soul sand, right? Okay, so with the filtered hopper, place that here. Down underneath the filtered hopper is where I want to place the urn. In here, I want to make sure soul sand's in here. And then we want to make sure we have enough ground netherrack. The ground netherrack also needs to be turned into hellfire dust. Or actually, no, ground netherrack like this. We just need 8 ground netherrack, right? So make sure the soul urn's underneath here. Or the urn. Because we're turning it into a soul urn. Make sure you grab 8 of these. Drop 8 in. And bam, that should pop and give us a soul urn. I know, it's a few steps. Then this soul urn is going to be added with some coal dust and iron in here, and then we can reuse that. And it's also on a stoked, if you didn't notice, this is actually a stoked crucible, which is a unfired crucible that's turned into this crucible, not a cauldron, an actual crucible. I don't know if we have that. Let's see. Do I have a crucible? I don't think so. I thought I might have had one laying around, but I don't... Yeah, no. All right, so, yeah, a little bit of clay work. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. By the way, I can take this clay, and I should be able to take this and add a packing upgrade to this. I think we have a double packing upgrade that I probably need to make, right? So just like this, I think that's everything we need. Yep. So I have my fire going. I just kind of replaced the brick that was underneath there. Replaced it with the crucible, and we're good. So this is going to give us the soul forged steel. We're going to need a bit of that. That's just going to require basically me just kind of processing it up. But man, we are getting pretty close with some of this other stuff here. Like, not too shabby, I would say so myself. So, better with mods. Soul Forge Anvil, right? That is used to make the compressor from the Galacticraft. This is going to be a very important machine. This stuff we should totally have. I think I have all this. Plus, I'm about to go back to the end anyways. But yeah, we're on our way. We're definitely on our way. So there's definitely some tasks that we have to get done. And yeah, I want to get them done because that's part of this pack, you know, is progressing through this pack and getting through the ages. And yeah, if I kind of just linger about, we'll never get anywhere. Of course, there's still some stuff that I want to do. I did try today. I spent several minutes setting up a a mob farm. I tried to set one up under the base. I tried to set one up in the sky. For some reason, the mob farm just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And I think a lot of that has to do with the types of mobs that potentially spawn in the overworld here. So as far as a mob farm goes, I think if we want to get an enchanting setup going, the best place is probably going to be the end. And the reason that is we could definitely control the way Endermen work. And that way we can gather as much essence as possible in the end and probably set up our enchanting system there. That's probably going to be the best solution in my opinion. I don't really care about the mob drops. I'm more interested in definitely gathering all of the essence. Even though mob drops are going to be super important for late game. But for right now, I'm not. That's definitely not on my list. Also, I do want to mention this. So as far as setting our area up here to look like more of a floating island, I've got an idea in my head to use immersive engineering and for like cable anchors and make some like giant balloons in the sky where it looks like it's actually a floating island. That is something that I plan on building in the future. So keep an eye out for that episode because, of course, there's going to be some time lapses there. But I do need to gather a lot of wool for that. So wool farm, potentially, in the next couple episodes. So, like I said, stick around. We got a lot of stuff ahead of us. So, of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my Patreons. And that thanks today is going to go to Shaka Plays. So thank you so much for being a Patreon. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate all my Patrons. By the way, be sure to check out the Patreon as I did post episode 30's world download. So be sure to get that there. Guys, if that's something you're interested in, be sure to check out the descriptions down below. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. You guys know how it goes if you haven't clicked that subscribe button already. And also give this video a thumbs up. What are you doing? You should have already done that. Guys, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.